home.
Can I ask you a question?
He's currently the president.
I was going to ask y'all, who's the president right now, straight up?
But it's not him. It's not him.
I mean, like,
no, we know
serious business.
Shouldn't he be at the event?
I mean,
I know he showed up.
He's watching it on TV.
Like, in other words, like, who's having, like, the calls around the world and the decisions? I mean, who's, like, straight up, who's doing that?
Like,
as far as the debate, they got him there opening night so they could make this transition. They ran him late so he wouldn't be on prime time, and now they got him out of the hall. So, they've made their transition.
As their own commentator said, there's been a weight lifted off the party, and that was when he walked out of there. All right, we'll come back. More to cover on the program today. Golden ticket seats showing up a little bit later. The wonderful Wheel of Canned Meat today. So we'll get into some more of your phone calls as well. Coming up next hour, you got the Rick and Bubba Show.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Give me a dirt road, the windows down. Wanna get lost on the edge of town in a Chevrolet.
Selected for studied health benefits. There's a heart health group, lungs, kidneys, and metabolism groups, even healthy weight. What your body needs is in each scoop of that delicious field of greens. And will field of greens prevent, treat, or cure cancer? Well, of course not. But it's so powerful, it promises at your next checkup, your doctor will notice your improved health, or you get your money back. My doctor loves me doing this. So if you'd like to get 15% off and free rush shipping, go to fieldofgreens.com, use the new promo code BIGVOX. That's B-I-G and then V as in voice, O-X to get your discount. Or go to rickandbubba.com. Our friends at TheraBreath have some good news if you have bad breath. Try TheraBreath Fresh Breath Oral Rinse. TheraBreath is dentist formulated by Dr. Katz himself. TheraBreath doesn't mask bad breath like those burning alcohol.
It took the clouds all away. It swept the sky like a broom and got ready for a very special day. This is a very special time. Show me a hill I can climb. Give me a mountain to move, and I'll prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror, and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way, that this is a very special day. Early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way, that this is a very special day.
Special day it is. It's a Friday. That means my partner in crime, my co-host this morning. We wait for the end of the week, the fun. Bring on the fun. We have Holly Thompson with Salem Crossing. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
Of course, you would be the day of the fun.
Of
right?
course,
Of
right?
course.
Why not?
I know. And not to take away from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. And we are Football Friday.
Yeah.
High school football is back, baby. Exciting. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. We have the Eastern Musketeers in West Washington. That's right out of the Bucky chute.
Wow.
I know. Talk about county, you know what I mean?
Yeah, county rivalry there going on.
And we have so many houses that are like divided, where like one spouse is from Eastern, one spouse is from West Washington, and then then later on it'll be Salem. But we're going to talk about that in just a minute. We do have, I do believe, Joanne Morgan on the phone from McDonald's. We're going to be, I'm loving it. Good morning, Joanne.
Good morning, Becky.
And of course, this is Becky. I also have Holly in the studio with me, Joanne. So if you hear another woman's voice, don't get alarmed, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, what a great way. We were just talking about Friday. We got Friday night football, and I do want to say, Joanne, you guys are above and beyond. We had Coach's Corner there. We started back our Coach's Corner Wednesday night. You guys are wonderful there for letting us host the program there, and your team is wonderful. We had a great time, and it's good to get back into high school football. Tonight, we've got the Eastern Musketeers playing West Washington, and then the Salem Lions will be taking on North Harrison. So, fun time, and I'm loving it after the game, before the game. Good old McDonald's, right?
That's right. Before the game and after the game, when all of those people are out and about and in town and all the fans are coming out, we need some people to work to help support the need there. And we're a growing business there, and we need teenagers, we need adults, across the board, there's a lot of opportunity for people, with the price of gas going up and all of that. We want to be known as the local McDonald's that's close to home, that can provide great employment and great future opportunities. As you know, Sonny and I started with McDonald's as teenagers getting close to 30, almost 35 years ago. So it's a great opportunity for people that want to grow across all 10 restaurants that the Stiglitz family McDonald's owns. There's a lot of opportunity, and I think, I hope that your listeners are encouraged by that and understand that this can be a long-term thing. It can be a short-term thing. We also have tuition assistance for kids that are going to college through Archways to Opportunity, which is a great thing. We partner with Ivy Tech and other local colleges to help bring that benefit to our teenagers. We also pay for grades, so it's up to $250 that they can get for each report card based on grades. So those students out there that are doing a great job, even if they only want to work 15 hours a week, we're there to support them.
Oh my goodness,
That's
I did not know that. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize that, Joanne. I know, to show your report card and get paid.
I knew about the scholarships.
Just pay for grades. We pay for those B's too. And so that's important to kids across the board, to recognize their efforts and just be there for them. And we are 1 in 8 people across the United States have worked for McDonald's, and so we want to be. We are literally one of America's first jobs for a lot of kids, and we want to set them off on the right path with, just learning how to do customer service, learning how to work together as a team, and those are skills that we need more skills like that out there in every area of every business, but especially in our business.
I agree, and I think you're totally right. I think for, let's say a student, that this is their first job, let's go that route. Or, if you're an adult and, and you want a different career and you want to switch to your career, this is a great opportunity. And I think, I think there is a book, just like, you have Disney and you have McDonald's, on how to do business. And I think, watching and learning from McDonald's and learning and watching your team, it's like a body. Everybody's got a part to play, and everybody's got an important part to play. And whether you're back there, making the burgers, putting the fries down, working the drive-through window, in the dining room, wiping tables, talking to people, taking the meals out. I mean, there's so many opportunities there, and you get to be so well rounded when you've done every position there.
That is correct. You know, and we are working toward a goal right now. We've set a challenge to our team there at Salem that if they can get 120 cars through the drive-thru in an hour, the people on that team will be eligible to win Holiday World tickets, and that customer that is the 120th customer gets 4 tickets to Holiday World, and we're doing that next Friday.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
That's a week from today, from 7 to 8 a.m.
7 to 8 a.m. Okay, that's fantastic.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, I think, Joanne, you know, I think this is great, and I think working. And let's talk about if somebody like is kind of nervous though, like you know, let's talk about the student, you know, making sure they do keep their grades up. And you know, maybe if they are involved with some extra activities after school, there's opportunities to work around their schedule too, right?
Absolutely. Not only do we work around their schedule, but we also, for any student that's in an extracurricular activity, from sports to band to robotics, whatever team they're a part of, we want to encourage students that extracurricular learning. And so what we do is we will offer that club, if that student starts working for us and they work for 100 days, that student gets an opportunity to give that organization that they work for, that they are a part of, that $100.
Oh.
So we've done that for band, we've done that for football, basketball, all kinds of different, and that's just to encourage other students, you know, that are out there in those extracurricular activities, and to support every area across the education system to really build that team environment, and you know, just recognize that team. And one of the things that we really want to drive home is there's no limitation to what they can do, you know, and we want to support them in their futures wherever they end up working in the future. We want to be a support to that in the community.
I love that, Joanne. I think this just needs to be talked about, and I'm so glad we're talking about it this morning, because I think that's wonderful, and I think that encourages. And you know, if you are a student and you are, you know, which I'm always impressed with those that can juggle, which, you know, it can be done, and it can be done in a really good way. And of course, not only is the student, you know, getting a paycheck, but then if they can bring another paycheck to their organization or to their group, I mean, that right there, you talk about giving back, that right there, you know, is a great service and a great opportunity for them to learn from that.
Yes, and you know, we believe that our, you know, engaged employees are happy employees, and we have a lot of ways to give back to the community. We do the Coach's Corner. We also do the roundup for the Ronald McDonald House, and Salem has been recognized over and over for that on a monthly basis of beating the targets, where we encourage our customers to just round up their change and support those kids that are in need down in Louisville, and that supports our local area. And just teaching the kids from the very beginning that we want them to understand that for our customers and for our community, we want to be there for them. And that's part of being in our mixed family also, is that if there's somebody in need out there, we'll do fundraisers and things like that to help. If somebody has a sick child, or if they have, you know, we've done fundraisers for people that have lost their house, just different things across the board. Whatever that need might be, we want to be there for them.
Well, and I'm glad you did bring up the Ronald McDonald House. I've, you know, had a chance to be there. I've seen it, and it is so impressive. And we've had so many families in our own community and surrounding communities that have been a part, and that is just amazing. And it's such a blessing that we have the Ronald McDonald House, all that McDonald's gives back to, I think. And you know, and you guys do things a lot of times behind the scenes where I know where you'll make donations to different families or different different circumstances that people might be in, and you guys have always gone above and beyond. And I think too that I want to say that the McDonald family, you know, when there's a need, I know you guys also, you know, your whole team becomes like a family, and everybody supports each other, and that's a real good part for people to be, you know, for somebody who's looking for a career opportunity, looking for, you know, somewhere to be, you know, to made feel that they are special, and to see the value. And McDonald's, you guys do that.
We have been doing that from the very beginning, you know, with, as you know, with McDonald's, we started out, Sonny and I started out working for Ted Gessler, and then Marie Lowry, and now we work for Jerry Stiglitz and Michael Stiglitz, and Jerry just celebrated his 40th year with McDonald's in the business, and they have been, you know, also very family-oriented and driven, just to help others and be there for our employees as well as the community, and that is something that we will continue to drive well into the future, because we feel that that's a big important part of our business.
I agree. Well, and you know, and I remember the Gesslers, and you know, Marie Lowry, of course. And of course, then now it's continued on, and it's been really awesome that we can continue with that bringing it personal to the community, and that is something why I think, you know, we all love McDonald's. And at any given time, you know, McDonald's, you guys are always busy, you know, and I think that speaks volume of your store and your restaurant and the team, you know, and working to get everybody taken care of, you know, and it's such a blessing to you know, to have such a great hometown restaurant right here.
Yes, and we just recently promoted Emily Morgan to the general manager position, and one of the things when we asked her in a meeting a few weeks ago with all of our general managers, we said, what do you want to be known for? And she said, I want to be known as the person that the community can come to if they need something. And I thought that was a great answer. She wanted her customers to know that she'll do everything she can to provide a great level of service and quality and friendliness, and that if they have an issue, she wants them to come to her. You know, McDonald's is it's a very fast-paced business, and we do make mistakes and we do mess up, and we've had some of that go on. And so Emily's just determined to do everything she can to develop a really strong team there to go forward. And just yesterday, she had one of her managers went to McDonald's training class and graduated, and she got the outstanding award out of all of that class, outstanding contributor award. And so, you know, we're excited about the future there. We're excited about the team and the development opportunities that we can offer. And we start hiring at age 14. So 14 and 15-year-olds can work just, you know, a few hours on the weekend if they want to. They can work a few hours a day. We're very flexible with that group. But we have one of our crew trainers that just started college at IUS, Atticus Packwood, and he came up through that system of starting when he was really young, and now we're sending him off to college. We also have a young lady named Versace that just started up at IU, and we're allowing her to work from IU, doing some extra things behind the scenes for us. So we're there to support students all the way from the very beginnings of high school all the way through their college career. And if we have some that come back and continue to work for us, like Emily, then, you know, that's a great story of moving forward in their career.
Absolutely. I love 14. I'm if you want to, I don't know, I love a good work ethic. And I think at 14, learning the ropes, and it's just like you said, a couple hours a week, maybe a couple hours on the weekend, but you're learning how it is to be, you know, and how jobs work and how restaurant life works. Like you said, it's very busy, and everybody, you know, there's not anybody that doesn't make a mistake. You know, I do that all the time here. I have my own, but I think, you know, you guys always make it right. You do good. And I think one more thing we did forget, you guys are always above and beyond about whenever it's Shop with a Cop too, our Christmas assistance. You guys do all kinds of stuff too. I don't want to leave that out because that's always been a big staple that you guys have been a part of.
Absolutely, and we very much enjoy giving back to those kids that really need us the most. And I know you've been there for some of those events, and we always bring a lot of extra. We bring out enough to send a lot home with the kids. We make sure we have some little gifts for the kids as well, and then just to thank our law enforcement community and working with the local sheriff's department as well as the Salem City Police Department, and then all those extended officers. And we've had officers from a lot of other counties come in and just recognize how well that program runs. And we also have New Hope United Methodist men that come in and do the serving at that event, and it really is a fun time, and we all leave there with a big smile on our face.
Definitely, for sure. So let's, Joanne, let's talk real quick about on-the-job training. So let's say Holly and I, we were gonna we were gonna start. How long do you think, on average, that it takes to train a person?
We actually have a 90-day training plan. Okay. So we start out with the very, very basics of watching video and learning that shoulder-to-shoulder training on every station. And there's 13 stations within McDonald's, and everybody kind of learns at their own pace. So we don't necessarily put it in terms of days. We put it in terms of phases. So that each phase gives them time to learn that station. Most people are able to kind of do those stations on their own some of them, after just a few days, of one station, they can do one station, and then we just kind of progress them to every area that they want to learn. We don't stop with just people learning one area like the drive-thru or front counter service. Sometimes they want to learn the grill area as well, and we want to do that to cross-train them. And we also do check-ins with our employees. So at the 7, 14, 30, 60, and 90-day mark, we do some just check-ins to see how they're doing, what they're learning, do they have any questions, and just follow up so that we really have a 90-day program. And what we find is if people stay 90 days, they're likely to stay for a long time, and we really put in the effort right from the beginning in that first 90 days to support them and just come alongside them.
I love that. Yeah. Well, and that's nice because I think that's great to because it is a different world, and and each sandwich is unique, each sandwich is different, or each area. Did you say there was 13 different areas?
Yes, there's 13 different areas across McDonald's, all of our stations, and that's the foundation, of our businesses. Each part of that, like you said earlier, has to be ready and working together. So we've been doing some contests within our organization to have the food ready for the customer before the car even gets to the drive-thru window, and we have had, Salem actually holds the record right now across all 10 of our restaurants for delivering that. We call that outstanding service. To beat the car to the window, and we've had hours and day parts there where each peak, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Salem holds the record for the highest percent. So they're about 95% that they've hit on record peaks of having everybody on that team working together to deliver that food correctly and quickly and in a friendly manner to those customers in that drive-thru. And we've seen great feedback from our customers. One thing that we have gotten into in the past was pulling forward. Nobody wants to be pulled forward. Nobody wants to have to wait on their food. And with our fresh beef quarter pounders, those do take a few extra minutes, and we started that roll forward process for that to keep those other people that didn't get those quarter pounders from having to wait. And we've made some mistakes along the way of doing too much of that pull forward, and so now we're committed to turning that around and really working, getting the team working together to deliver that service quickly. And we're seeing some very happy customers and a very happy team there at Salem since we've started making that commitment to really focus on those things at breakfast, lunch, and dinner at those times that the most customers come into the restaurant that are in a hurry and wanting to get on to the next thing.
Right. Well, and that's the great thing, and I think we've all been, I said they need to do a commercial where, I've had 6 daughters and they've all been raised on Big Macs, and so, I've always told my doctors that, it's that good protein from the Big Macs that I eat, and I think we've all, everybody, love McDonald's, and I think it's got those special memories of when you, I can remember, in high school going after, ball games, and the cheerleaders, we'd all go there and, we'd watch to wait for those fresh fries to be dropped, and it was nothing like that, getting that hot, fresh French fries. And, so we all have these wonderful memories of the traditions, and then continuing on now and going on and, and throughout my children's lives and now my grandkids, it's such a blessing and such a big part and such a big staple of our community and from generation to generation to generation.
Absolutely. And I talked to somebody this week, and she said, I've still got the plates where my kids came in and did a birthday party, and the kid was like 20 years old, and so I was like, we have been doing that for a long time, and just doing those birthday parties and celebrating different milestones with families, and that's what it's all about, is creating those memories together, whether it's a friends or family, or we've had ladies that were teachers in the past that come there and meet together and just enjoy a cup of coffee, just whatever group it is. And we also have our senior citizen bingo, and that's a big group. And we lost Carolyn Sullivan that had came to bingo for years, and so they become like our family as well. So everybody has those special memories that we like to call those at McDonald's. We're the Golden Arches, so we like to call those golden moments. And those golden moments, we want people to come and remember those.
I do want to say you have the best coffee. Okay, I mean, like, hands down, that is my jam. That your coffee is just like none other. I know somebody would say, oh, the sweet tea, and then let's even talk about your fountain drinks. We know you guys are like doing good water, like you got a water line or something that's making those drinks like the best of the best.
Yes, we have an extra filter system that really improves the water quality for our drinks, and we also keep that equipment calibrated to give the exact consistent amount of syrup and just deliver a delicious drink, consistent every time. And we work hard to make sure that we're doing that with our coffee, with our tea, and with our Coke. We're committed to making sure those customers get the same version every time. And it's been an outstanding part of our business, and the foundation of that is teaching people how to take care of that equipment and how to deliver that great product for the customer.
Oh, absolutely. And we are spoiled. We like it, and we are spoiled with it, okay? A couple of things. And I think too, it is a meeting place. I've seen a lot of business, maybe meetings being done, like let's meet at McDonald's, let's talk it out, you know what I mean? Or, or like in sales, or like people just pulling up their computer because you have the free Wi-Fi, and, we take advantage of that. And I think that works well for a lot of people.
Yes. We want to make it easy and provide a good environment where anybody can feel welcome and just come in and do whatever they need to do that day, from bringing the kids to the play place to providing a quiet corner for somebody that needs to conduct business. And we want to be that go-to stop. And I think that's a great thing about McDonald's is you can kind of check in, and you can grab a snack or a drink or whatever while you're there, and then just sit down and take care of what you got to do.
Right. Yeah, and it's really good. I know we're talking about hiring, and that's what our subject's supposed to be, but I can't help but get off subjects because I just want to say too, like, and if you get a cup of coffee and those chocolate chip cookies, Joanne, come on. I don't know how. I would have one in each hand.
Right, and don't forget, we do have the cookie totes. There are 13 cookies that you can also buy and take home to enjoy later. But absolutely, those fresh hot cookies are baked fresh, multiple times a day, and that's why they're so enjoyable.
This interview, is supposed to be about job opportunities, career opportunities, and I can't help but go to the food when I start. Yes.
Well, it is the foundation of our business. We are a restaurant, and so we do want to deliver hot, fresh food every single time, and we have, we've kind of streamlined our menu to be back to the basics on the core menu items, and we do have special things. We recently had the collector's cups, which were great thing for our customers to kind of go back to nostalgia on there and get the collectible representation of all the Happy Meals that we've had over the years, and so that's been a lot of fun. But we do offer great food, and hopefully we do that with great service too every day, and we couldn't do that without our people. So we really, the people are the foundation of our business as well, and providing opportunities both short-term and long-term for anybody that's looking for a job, looking for a career, and anybody, any walk of any place in life. We've been there for people that needed a job locally that maybe didn't have an opportunity to have a car or the ability to drive, and we've been there locally for them to provide a job opportunity, or for people that are just in different stages. We've had senior citizens that we absolutely adore that just needed to work an extra 4 hours a day, or 4 hours at a time to supplement their income, and so we're there to support anybody from a student all the way through, and really help them. And when we started our 24-hour business, that's another part of our business that I hope that our customers realize, that we are open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for those 24 hours, so that even those people that are out in the late evening or working third shift can grab a bite on their lunch break, and just support the community that way. And we really do offer employment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The only day that we're closed is Christmas, and we appreciate that one day off of the year. But we do offer. Back to hiring, we do offer premium benefits and premium pay for those people that are working those late night shifts or early morning shifts, and we have a need just across the board to bring on some extra people at all of our locations, including Salem.
Right, and I think you bring up some great points there too. Like maybe if someone has retired and they just want to work a couple of hours a week, or if you maybe have a job but you want to pick up something on the weekend, a little bit of extra. I mean, that's what I love, that you work with people, everyone's schedule, and everybody has a part, and there's always something for someone. There's enough jobs that there's something for everyone to do.
Absolutely. We've worked with Blue River Services in the past to employ people that may be an area that's just kind of underemployed, and we've worked with the Senior Center to make sure we're contacting that group of people as well, and then working with the schools to do hiring events and job fairs, and then job fairs within the community as well. So we're really there as a flexibility for those people that need flexibility, and just a support for those that want to start on a career path as well.
Love that. Well, Joanne, you guys are rock stars down there. I tell you what, and we love what you do. And I have to ask one more food question, okay? And then
Okay.
What about, have we heard any news about the McRib, when it's coming back, or what's going on with, have we?
It will be back. It's gonna be in the fall. I can give you that much. It's gonna be. It is coming back this year, and we will have some special pricing on that. So look forward to that. Another. I want to give another shout out also to. We have that $5 value meal right now. That's going to be extended through the fall, and so you can get some great food at a great price, and then using our digital app, and I haven't talked about that yet, but I just want to say our digital app will have some special offers around the McRib as well. So every day there are special offers using that mobile app, and so you can also get rewards points and get free food. Yes. So everybody loves food, and especially McDonald's food. So that's another benefit of McDonald's. And we also offer delivery. We offer curbside, where they don't even have to get out of their car or go through the drive-thru. They can just pull up and do that mobile order on their phone. And we have the linked payment, so they don't even have to dig around for their card. They can just set that up, and it just we're doing everything that we can to make it a seamless experience to get the great McDonald's food that we love.
I agree. Yeah, and it's some awesome. Yeah, it's fantastic, and I think the app, I always tell people, please, get the app, because like you said, we take advantage of that all the time, because there's great savings, there's great food, free food, like you said, and I encourage everyone to do that. And I think that that's something that, saving any kind of money that we can do that. I think that's great that McDonald's does that, and
we also have right now, we started this a few months ago, and we haven't seen as much engagement as we'd like to, so maybe we're not getting the word out there, but we have the Happy Meal night, the family night on Tuesday nights from 4 to 8. Those Happy Meals are discounted at only $3. So that's another, every Tuesday night, 4 to 8, we want to encourage our families to come in, and we're going to be doing some activities with the kids so that everybody in the family can come in and just enjoy a quick bite and enjoy family time together.
I love that. Yes, and and that's something that we need to remind everybody about that. And again, on that $5 meal deal, I've heard so many families so thankful, and it's really a sack full of food for $5, and that's a blessing, And I've even heard families where they've divided it, because it is quite a bit. And hats off to McDonald's for realizing, and realizing that with the economy and food prices, and and trying to feed a family, that's a blessing. And we know, when you have 1,000 kids, it's always nice, to save some money there.
Absolutely. We've raised 5 kids, and even for us, I go in and I use the app.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Yes.
Well, Joanne, you guys are fantastic. Please come back anytime and just talk with us, and keep us in the know. You guys, it's a busy time of year, and before too long we'll be talking pumpkin spice there, and you guys.
That's right. We do have our pumpkin spice that just came in for our coffee line. So for McCafe drinks, so we have that coming up on the end of this month on August 30th.
Well, people will be waiting in the parking lot for that to come. When that drops, everybody's going to go, and that goes. You got to strike it when the skillet's hot, because those go quickly.
Yes, absolutely they do. We also have our pumpkin pies that will be coming back soon. So we definitely have the pumpkin spice and those fall flavors.
You've made it in life when you're eating a pumpkin pie and drinking a pumpkin spice. That is, life is good, right?
Absolutely, life is good. Yes.
Well, I'm loving it, McDonald's. You guys keep up the great work. I'm very proud of Emily, and if anybody has not personally met Emily, please go down to the store. She's the manager, and she's a shaker and mover. And Emily is like and her team. Everybody, I don't want to, if I start name dropping, because all of them, everybody is off the charts. They all are about the customers. They're about the making sure that the best quality of food, and from beginning to end, when you put your order in till you receive your order, they have worked very hard, and they put their personal with that, very, very personal with that, to feed you from
Absolutely.
Their
well,
to
thank you so much, Becky. And one thing I can say about working for McDonald's is that we're loving it too, and we would love to have more people come and join our team and be a part of it.
Who knows? We might have, we get 2 teenagers in. We might have the next Joanne and Sunny.
That's right. We've been married for a long time, but I think without that McDonald's connection, I don't know, we're just part of a large number of people out there that actually met at McDonald's and married. Now, we might be some of the few that have been there as long as we have, but yeah, we absolutely are looking for those next leaders.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah. Keep up the great work. Listen, have the best weekend ever, and definitely, before, after the game tonight, stop in, and all weekend long at McDonald's.
All right. Thank you, and thank you, Holly.
Thank you.
Bye, Joanne.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, Joanne Morgan there, and as you can see, everybody knows her and Sunny.
Making me crave a Coke.
I'm telling you.
Extra ice.
Aren't they fantastic?
Best drinks ever.
Best drinks ever, and everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Everybody's like tried to, everybody goes there for the drinks. But I'm thinking, I tell you, Holly, those chocolate chip cookies. I've been at meetings where, like, I've had a cup of coffee, and then someone get one of those packages. You get 13, which is a baker's dozen, which is really cute, right? You gotta McDonald's has to give that bonus, and those cookies like come fresh out of the oven, and they just like fall apart just about. They're just so.
I've never had the cookies because when I want something sweet from there, I usually go for the pies.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. Yeah, it's
yummy. Yummy.
Now
I'm gonna have to have McDonald's for lunch.
I know. Yeah.
So I've been thinking about it all morning.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we plant those seeds. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm a Big Mac. I love the Big Mac. I'm the Big Mac. But every now and then, but then every now and then I will go rogue and get the chicken nuggets. Can't go wrong with a quarter pounder. Can't go wrong with a fillet of fish. I mean, all of it.
All of it. I mean, my husband and my daughter, they were chicken nuggets here to infinity, right?
Yeah.
But about a month ago, they both switched, almost at the same time, they both switched to Big Macs.
Oh.
So now it's all about the Big Macs.
Hey.
So yeah.
I wouldn't even be mad. Yes. Well, it's funny because, and my girls were always usually chicken nuggets, you know what I mean? And they still are, you know what I mean? Yeah, we are. McDonald's is very important to our family.
I like the 40-piece nuggets because you can get the family pack.
Yeah.
And that's a great option too.
Right. And I've done that before where and then you get a lot of nuggets and I've taken them home because I always try to, this is when the girls were even younger, I try to have supper. I always wanted supper as a family. So, I would put them on a platter, just, put all the nuggets, on a platter and put them in the middle of the table and let everybody just, they were gone. Yeah. I mean, you could see the bottom of that platter shortly.
Yeah, their nuggets are great, too.
Yeah, they are. And I've heard a lot of people get those as snacks, they'll just, because it's something that you can, if you're on the road, you know what I mean? Now, I want to say, keep your hands on the wheel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's one of those convenient you can eat.
It is, except I like mine with dipping sauce.
Yeah.
And that's not so convenient while you're driving.
Yeah. Especially when you really dip them.
Yeah. But I've seen there's little carvent things that are dip holders.
Yeah.
So, that's an option.
They've thought of everything.
That's an option.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'd rather just do the fries and then wait for the other one. I have both hands and sitting still and,
Yeah. I have done a Big Mac on the road, but I have to put napkins all over me. I mean, I'm talking because it's going to,
There's no way I can do one of those on the road.
It's you have to have a heavy grip.
Yeah. There's no way I can do one of those on the road.
Heavy grip.
Now, when they had, I don't think they still have them, but they used to have the Big Mac wraps.
Oh yeah.
Now that was good because you're getting the same flavors pretty much, but in a wrap form that is easier to eat and drive.
So if you're taking a bag of food, so let's say that it's Friday night and you're taking food home for supper. Do you grab some of those fries on the way home?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to eat them while they're hot.
Okay, because hang on. I'm one of those that when I get handed in my bag, I'll roll it up and put it to the side and wait till I get home. But my husband is like, if he's driving, of course, like if I'm bringing him home, it's rolled up and gonna come into the house rolled up, okay? My husband, on the other hand, he's got the bag open and he's eating the fries.
I'm with him.
Yeah, that's because he's like, he wants them, again, strike when it's hot. Hot. Yeah.
I don't like a cold fry or even a mediocre cold fry. Like, I want hot, fresh fries.
And McDonald's wants you to have that. That's why, like, if you notice, like, McDonald's, like, when they do things in the community, I learned this early on about them, they don't like to cater or do their fries because it's so hard to keep them hot and fresh. And the hot and fresh fries are what people have, that's the taste you want.
That is what you want.
Yeah. And I think that's on anything, you know what I mean? But it's funny because a lot of times he'll order an extra fry so he can eat that before he gets...
There's nothing wrong with that.
I know. No. And so, like, if we're like going through the drive-through, like I it's one of those things that, like, in marriage, it's compromise. You know what I mean? So you go ahead and eat those fries. You go ahead. You know what I mean?
Right. That's right.
You go right ahead. I'll look away. You know, that's where there's other things to look at. You know what I mean?
And you don't even try them.
No, I'm unless we're eating on the road. Now, hang on. If we're eating on the road, like if we're on a road trip, I mean, we're eating. That's different. But if we're going home to eat, no, I know it's weird.
Oh my goodness, I can't understand that.
I have a few of my daughters that are that way, and it's really funny. It's funny to watch, like what you've I guess what you've taught them. Yeah,
Because it's a lot of it's learned by example.
Exactly.
So if you're the example mom, where we wrap it up and we wait till we get home and then we undo it, then that's what they've learned.
Yeah.
Where if you're like the Holly mom, it's like grab it while it's hot.
No, and I don't know. Your way is probably right. I think my thought was I always tried to get that separate, and I really wanted, you know what I mean. And a lot of times and everybody notices this, when your children get in school and get in activities, you're on their schedule. You know what I mean? And trying to get a time when everybody's together at a meal, the degree of difficulty gets a little more, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I think that was the thing that I really tried to, do, even though I'm not cooking the meal in my kitchen, McDonald's, but I'm bringing it home and still have that around the table atmosphere. I think that's where my thought was.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I get, because, like, I love fresh, hot French fries. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. But I think that was my goal, was trying to wrap it up, keep it warm, and get home with it, and then get it on the table, so,
If I tried to do that with my daughter in the car, if I tried to be like, okay, I would feel like a vampire had attacked me or something.
I know, but just do it just to watch her reaction. Like, what? Who are we? Wait, this is not what this family does. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's... Yeah. And it's funny because every family is different, and that's like, especially like, let's say that, like, when she grows up and gets married, you know what I mean? What if she marries, like, somebody that, like, has been raised like Becky White's school of McDonald's on that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? She's going to be like, no, we're going to jump into fries, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying one's right and one's wrong, you know what I mean? It's you do whatever, yeah. And I see your point. I see what everybody's talking about.
Like, I can hold off on my sandwiches.
Yeah.
But the fries.
Well, and
fries.
And I'm also one of those that likes the sandwich and the fries together.
Yeah.
So that's where I get, the yin and the yang.
Right.
I want them together.
Right.
So I'm one of those. But like if we're on a road trip, and then bring on the fries and the burgers, and you know what I mean, I'm going to do that if we're eating on the, as we go. Yeah. That was just like if we're going home to eat. Yeah. So I know it may be,
Well, and it depends too on what your distance to get home.
Yeah.
Right?
How quick can you get home?
Because mine's more like a 20-minute drive home.
Yeah, yours is a longer drive. Yes.
That's cold food.
Look at you.
You know what I mean?
No, right, you're right, yeah.
So that makes a difference as well.
Right, yeah. That makes, I think it's true. You got to do whatever works best.
Yeah.
So I get it.
whatever everybody wants to do is fine. It's your life. Be you.
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
Do you,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And
no judgment zone here.
Not at all.
As long as I get my hot fries.
But it's so funny because I don't think if like I don't care where you're at, like and I I'm a people watcher.
Yeah.
And if you're at McDonald's, I don't think there's anybody that doesn't set a tray down, or like maybe let's say they've got a family and they're bring the food and they're setting the tray down, and then they go to get the drinks, or go to get something. They always grab a fry.
Yeah.
And they don't care whose fries they grab from. Like they just.
If they're in the bag, it's open season.
I know, it's so funny. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. It's just funny to watch. I think it's it's funny to watch, whenever everybody's, because you set that tray down and all eyes are lit up, you know what I mean, and everybody's waiting for their food to go, and maybe you're going back to get the drinks or going back to get something and you grab a fry, and you're eating a fry on the way back, you know what I mean, or grabbing 2 fries.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? I don't think but I don't do that. But I don't know. See, again, I don't think I'm doing life right. I think I need to change my way.
Right or wrong.
No, but I will not do that. You know what I mean? Because I don't know whose fries that is. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna. I try to.
If I pay for it, they're all mine until I give them to you.
Holly Thompson.
It's like I bought it. I can have a fry.
I know, but see, I don't know. I'm really.
My daughters though, they'll be like, yeah, think again, Mom.
Yeah,
These
I know.
are my fries.
I've seen
you gotta sneak them.
I've seen the little hand swat. You know what I mean? Like, whoa. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like on that. You know what I mean?
Like you may be the mama, but
or hang on. Or you have that person you're with, and they say they don't want fries, and then they start eating your fries.
Yeah.
Okay,
like, let me go buy you some.
On Friends, when Joey said, Joey, don't share food. Okay, I will go buy your fries.
That's right.
That's what you know what I mean? I will go buy you fries.
My stepfather learned real quick, don't touch my fries.
It's something that...
like, especially if you're sitting down at a meal, like at a restaurant meal. If you're sitting down, everybody ordered their stuff that you wanted, right? Okay, so... don't reach across the table and grab my fries.
That's what I'm saying.
You're going to get a fork.
It will be, there'll be trouble to pay.
That's right.
But you have those, like, I've gone out with people, like, and I'm talking about friends, and I'm not naming names, but, oh, no, I don't want to do fries. And then I get my fries, and then they're eating my fries.
Well, and there's a difference, like, if you're like, oh, my gosh, that's so good, try it. You should try this,
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
But just to reach and take off somebody's plate.
Ooh.
No.
No.
Not good manners.
We are very personal about these fries. Okay, yes, they are sitting there, but they're going to be taken care of. I promise.
Like, use your manners.
Yes.
Okay, use your manners.
And I will gladly get up and go buy you your fries. Yeah,
yes.
Gladly.
Yes.
I mean, get you a large, and they pack their fries. I mean, like ridiculously good.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and you can't be like when you get the ketchup and the fry. You just like that. You know what I mean?
So good.
So good. So good. Okay.
Just like the sauce with the chicken nugget.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So good. And then just like the Big Mac and with the Big Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my Big Macs though with tartar sauce on it instead of the Big Mac sauce.
I've never tried that. I don't think I'm not going to be mad at any of it. Right? You know what I mean? I'm all for like trying different things. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's one of the things that I like about McDonald's too, is because if you have weird taste, you can say, I would like this, but substitute this for this.
They personalize. I know.
Or,
it's like,
if you're like extra crazy that day and you want to make sure you have extra hot fries, you can say, can you put me down some new fries?
And they will. I know.
You know what I mean? So it's like they're very accommodating when it comes to that. So.
Or let's say that you are like, if you can't have salt.
Yes.
They
like
will do
like
that.
my fries with no salt.
And they do that.
And they do.
Yeah. Yeah. They're 100%. Very good about that. Yeah. So it's a
win-win. Well, because I had my 2 sons that both worked for McDonald's pretty much at the same time. And that's how I really learned that everything's a go. They
and these are wonderful young men. That's great.
That is things that they learned a long time ago. Like, there was probably more special requests than there was getting off the regular menu.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Well, and you're not going to get that in my kitchen.
No. No. Here's the food. Let's
the
go.
chef has fixed the food, and the food is going to. And it would be funny, no matter what. I had one daughter that didn't even try the mashed potatoes yet, but she'd put salt on them. I'd be like, no. Try them before you salt them. You know what I mean? Well, I know you don't have enough salt on them. You know what I mean? And it was just.
And I may or may not, but try them first before you go adding stuff.
Yes, add stuff. Yeah.
I try to get that through my husband and daughter's head right now. Like,
try it first.
Try it first.
Yeah, maybe I surprised you.
Right.
Maybe for some reason the salt cap came off and there's gobs of salt on those potatoes.
Right. Try them first to make sure that you need to add anything to them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just one little bite. It don't have to. One little bite.
One little bite.
That's it. That's all it takes.
All right, Holly Thompson. I don't think we thanked our sponsors.
We have not.
Let's do that, and then we'll do it. We'll do it in another 7 minutes. Okay?
Okay. We would like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Purley Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, and McAllister Lane Consulting. Thank you so much, sponsors.
Yay! Today is Buttered Corn Day. Giddy up.
Yum.
Yum.
Has to be real butter, though.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Land O'Lakes.
Oh, yes. 100%.
I'm like, I know. They are not a sponsor. I get no kickback. That's just my...
You know, and the strange thing was, like, I grew up on margarine. Like, we had the big tubs of margarine.
Yeah.
Because actually the lids to the tubs of margarine used to be my markers during marching band. Because you had to bring markers for marching band to learn your new, you know.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, so I was raised up on margarine, but I switched in probably my 30s. I switched to butter, and it's got to be the real butter, real salted butter.
Oh,
the Land O'Lakes, absolutely.
Yeah.
With corn, yum. I don't like people watching me eat my corn on the cob, though.
Oh, no.
It's embarrassing.
It's going to be everywhere. Yeah.
It is.
It's going to be,
It's embarrassing. It's like, would you like some corn with that butter?
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Daffodil Day. That's weird because they're daffodils. I thought they were spring. That's what I thought too.
But they're so pretty.
They're beautiful.
And that's how, like, that's to me one of the signs of spring when the daffodils start coming up. The daffodils and the crocus.
Yeah. Yeah. Hug your sweetheart day.
Well, yeah.
As you eat the fries.
Every day, as you eat the fries. Hug them every day. Hug your sweetheart every day.
Every day.
Let them know they're special.
Yeah. National Cheap Flight Day. I love cheap flights. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I love when you get a cheap flight. You know what I mean? I literally, though, it was so funny because it was business, and it was a business trip, but I got the cheapest, or I was given the cheapest, and I really think that, like, in the very, very back, there was no windows even. I think there were chickens. I think that,
oh my gosh.
I was among the, I mean, it was the craziest. Yeah, I was like, I have never, ever seen, I didn't even know planes, like, when you go back so far, they didn't even have a window, this flight. Goodness. Yeah, and I'll never forget, and it, like, the like, no leg room, like, my knees were to my chest.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
And I remember thinking, I don't know what was paid for this, but
it was cheap.
If they paid more than $10 for this,
it was too much.
Way too much. Do you like cheap flights too?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not that cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
A safe cheap.
Yeah. Felt like, you remember on The Rescuers, whenever when you fly in? Okay. National Cuban Sandwich Day.
I don't know if I've ever had one.
Oh, I have. I think it's like, hang on. It's a regular, like a sandwich, but I'm trying to remember what would be on a Cuban. Like, I think it's a different meat. It's the meat and the cheese and maybe,
let's see,
pepper or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Sandwich.
National Cuban Sandwich Day. They look delicious.
Well,
it's like, it's got the big bread, like the.
I'm trying to find the ingredients in this one.
How do you build a Cuban sandwich? Yeah, it looks like some kind of a. There we go.
So it says Cuban or Italian bread.
Yes, it's got the big, like the baguette. Is it called?
Softened butter.
Ooh.
Garlic, yellow mustard, Swiss cheese, shredded pork roast.
Oh.
this is the one recipe. Sliced dill pickles, and then black forest or smoked ham was on this recipe.
Okay.
So that don't sound too bad.
No, they're good. I've had a Cuban sandwich. I can remember what was on it, but you know, when you get I used to make those sandwiches, like the big sub sandwiches. And when you get like those big baguettes that like are at Walmart for $1, you know, now.
Listen,
and
the sandwich is all about the bread.
Yes.
If you sort of like a pizza crust. If you don't have a good bread or a good pizza crust, because that is the base of them. If you don't have the good one, it don't matter what you put in it.
I agree. Look at that. Yeah.
So the Cuban sandwich is a variation of ham and cheese sandwich that may have originated in Tampa or Key West, Florida.
Oh.
Okay.
Very
interesting.
Pretty.
All the ones I see though have pickles on them. And you
I-
can also press them like in a panini press.
Oh,
looks like they're pressing a panini press.
Giddy up.
Yeah.
This is National Sponge Cake Day, and it shows a big piece of sponge cake with strawberries and whipped cream.
Yes, please. Like,
why are we so much food today? Oh my goodness.
But the strawberries have to be coated with the sugar and let to marinate and get to a juicy strawberry juice.
Yes.
And then you dip that with a spoon onto your sponge cake of choice so that juice can soak into the sponge cake. Put that real whipped cream.
Real whipped cream.
Not the cool real whipped cream on the top.
Look at you.
Take that first bite. That's like the first bite of summer.
Well, exactly, and we are still in the summer. You know what I mean? And I've been talking about this. We've had cooler temperature, and everybody thinks, oh, fall, fall, fall. I promise, it's a joke that Mother Nature plays on us.
Wait till next week. It's gonna be summer.
Game
again.
on. It always does this to us.
Yep.
Where we have these cool days. This always happens like in the August. You know what I mean? And then everybody starts thinking fall, which I don't blame them. I get that.
Right. Well, and it's also why you can't keep your you can't keep your internal temperature of your home regulated either, because it's cold one
in
week
morning.
and, you know, and so it's kind of hard to regulate that. You're cold, you're hot. You're cold, you're hot.
Right. Like I was freezing this morning, but by noon I'm going to be sweating. So, yeah. So it's still, still good to have the sponge cake and the strawberries and right now peaches are like prime. Get peaches.
That's one of my other favorite fruits. Peaches.
And you can't beat a good peach.
No.
Yeah.
Nice, good, juicy peach.
Peach.
Yum.
Yum.
Peach cobbler.
Giddy up. Don't even. That's my kryptonite. That's like that and peanut M&Ms. And I don't think I would say no. There's no way. There's no way I possibly could say no to them. You know what I mean?
I get you.
No way.
No.
Ride the Wind Day, and it shows the big air balloon. Have you ever gone up in an air balloon?
I have not. My mother has, but I have not.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I want to do.
I would like to do it, but I'm scared of heights, and you know, it's thin material with gas holding it up.
Do the breakdown, Holly.
So,
well, I'm not going to talk to you before I do it. Oh, I think it'd be just like going up there and seeing everything.
Hot air,
you know
holding it up.
Well, I think, you always do you ever I think I maybe have conversations that are bizarre, but like if you were given like one superpower, you know what I mean? I always thought that like flying would be something that I would love to be like able to fly. But since then I've kind of changed it. I'd like to be invisible. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes. I'd like to have the power where you can like just go. Like blink and you're there and you're so you can move around without walking.
Teleporting.
I think that would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be fun. I'd still though, like if you had to pick one, I always thought flying would be mine, you know what I mean? Because I always think that would be so cool to be able to fly. But I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun to be invisible. You know what I mean? Well, okay, if you were invisible, you could get on that airplane and
you could
fly. You know what I mean, right?
But if you can teleport, then you don't have to even fly. You can just blink. You're right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No waving.
So I had this conversation with my little ones, and that we were talking about our conversations are crazy. What superpower would we be? So when I said invisible, they said, what about your clothes?
Good point.
I know. I was like, oh no, I didn't think about that.
Very good point.
I know. Well, they're little boys, and you know how, I don't know.
Well, I forget the shows, like, when I was younger, there used to be, like, the old Alfred Hitchcocks and things like that.
Yeah.
And
Love
the
those.
invisible people would be walking around invisible, but have their clothes on.
Exactly.
So.
Remember, he'd take his wrap and unwrap himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he'd get feisty. He got kind of mean.
Yes.
Remember? Yeah, and I wouldn't be mean. I wouldn't be a mean invisible. Invisible. But yeah, he got feisty.
No mean superheroes.
Yeah.
Those are villains.
I remember when the maid came in and saw them, and remember she was from British. And, remember her scream? Remember that piercing scream? Okay, this is also Valentino Day.
Oh.
Valentino Day. Yeah. All right. So get out and enjoy. Holly, you got a big weekend planned?
No, not really. Probably do some canning.
Hey. That's a big weekend, though.
Well, it is a big weekend, but it's not like anything exciting.
Well, but you'll be so thankful in December or January or November or whatever that you've done it.
When I make that chili and that vegetable soup with that fresh.
When the family is kissing you because this is so good and tastes just so good, because in a day in August you took and you came.
And there's nothing better than preparing food with your own hands. You know what I mean? Like, from the garden to the table. There's, like, it may be the worst ever, but I did it. From the garden to the table, I did it. And it just makes it taste sweeter.
Oh,
you know.
So good. So good. So good. Yeah, definitely. Well, that's going to be fun. That's exciting. Yeah. Well, we do have a lot going on. We've got, high school football tonight, which is exciting. Our three announcers, our announcers are chomping at the bit. We got really good announcers. They're just like, I think they're practicing in the car. I think they're practicing in their trucks. I think they're practicing in the shower. They are chomping at the bit, and I love their excitement, and I can't wait. They'll be bringing you play-by-play color and stats tonight, so tune in for that. We encourage you to go to the game, though. Support your teams, but you can also bring your headphones and listen. And hats off to our sponsors too that realize because WSLM is a small business, locally owned. And and we appreciate our sponsors that allow us to be able to bring these games to you.
Absolutely.
And so we appreciate that for sure. So, and Salem Crossing, you guys are rock stars. Thank you for being great sponsors.
Thank
for sure.
you.
All right, Holly, we'll wrap it up and get ready to put a bow on it. Let's thank our other sponsors then.
We would like to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox Lee Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, and McAllister Land Consulting. Thank you very much.
And we will be giving away a Papa John's pizza tonight, so when you go...
Yum!
Yeah. That's another...
Back to the food again.
Back to the food. All right, have the best day ever, Holly Thompson.
You...
Don't have time to call the show? Or you're afraid Greg will make fun of you? Then text the show at 1-866-932-3244.
Here we go. Glad you're here. What a great day. And we try to get you fired up and ready for a weekend if you're catching us live. It is a Friday edition of the show. Speedy, the real Greg Burgess, Helmsy, and welcome back, Bill Bubba Buster.
Rick, glad to be here, and thank all of you for joining us for the Rick and Bubba Show.
There they are, Bo.
There's
Golden tickets.
Bunch of them.
Look at them. There they are. Look at that right there. We are. Let's see. What are we? We're 12.
We're going for the record.
Well, we got a record today. With a lot of folks, and a lot of local folks. Sometimes we have people coming from the Dakotas. Coming from Indiana, coming from Michigan. We've had some people that really here. I don't feel. I mean, we're still going to give you all a lot today. Don't misunderstand me, but it feels. I have a lot more peace knowing they didn't travel very far.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Most
of them. They won't be disappointed as much. Maybe.
I can't imagine coming all the way, from some of these places,
I know.
and then leaving, going, why did I?
That was it.
What a commitment.
What did I do that for?
But I think if everybody listens to us, we always say, this whole show only works if you have really low expectations.
Right.
And so I want all of you to know that these seats cost you nothing. And so there's no way you'll feel like you're out any money.
That's right.
So enjoy yourselves. A lot of them are from a lot of well-known areas where you and I have spent a lot of time and where the show began. And, I did notice one person did not want to be lumped in with Pell City. She made sure I understood she was moody.
Okay.
And I said, isn't that Pell City proper? And, of course, it was frowned there. But,
we have another Pell Pell City.
Yeah, and
all kind of Pell City
this bunch right here is all Pell City, and then here's a Moody right here.
Pell City.
Yeah, these two guys
Sand Mountain.
Sand Mountain over here, and over here we've got some veterans that